Jay Carney, the White House spokesman, Eric, has just said that the president's main goal this term is still restoring the middle class, as he puts it. In other words, focusing on jobs. But, you know, is Ed's point well taken, that there seems to be a focus on a lot of other things which do not point to jobs?
You know the expression, you know, when we plan, God laughs. You know, you can give a speech, and a speech can be great, and a speech can cover a lot of different areas. The reality of being the president of the United States is you don't really plan what your day's going to be tomorrow. You might try to plan, but you get hit by curveballs all the time. I mean, look, I'm partial to all sorts of things environmental in a direction that most of the viewers of I think, this particular network would not be.
Right.
That said, good luck trying to squeeze that into, you know, the agenda that you have to wake up to every single morning. It's very difficult.
One of our viewers weighing in here, and isn't anyone listening, said, do you remember when President Obama said it was all about jobs? And then Brian J. Conway, Ed, says, President Obama was given a mandate to stay in the arena, not to exercise a dictatorial administration sidestepping Congress and the Constitution. I guess he's talking about actions being taken by executive order. Is that, I mean, these words, dictatorial, etc., are thrown around willy-nilly in certain parts of the interwebs. It seems like a little bit of an overreaction to me, but is there an argument that President Obama is trying to force Congress into actions that perhaps he doesn't have a mandate for?
Well, look, he is utilizing the power of the executive office. And George W. George W. Bush, Bill Clinton before him, George Bush Sr., Ronald Reagan, all used the power of the executive office and protected it just as much as President Obama is trying to protect it and push it. On that point, however, what was laid out yesterday was, in my view, an extreme liberal positioning, and it talked about issues that Main Street really doesn't care about or is well down on the list of what's important. So there was no discussion on debt or us going down the path of Greece. There was no discussion on the creation of jobs and lifting the middle class with better jobs and driving technology to this country. There was even a discussion that we can't teach science and math around this. Why? There should have been a challenge put out there, a la Ronald Reagan, a challenge to the education system, both public and private, to produce the STEM programs and to raise the education rate outcomes in this country so that we can provide people with a bright future. I mean, that was missing. What it was far more apologetic in that respect, but not apologetic about the size and scope and power of government.
Eric, your thoughts on that?
It's so easy to critique and criticize, you know, what the words are. Hey, look, everybody wants better education, all of us. You know, the environment, you know, we can debate forever. I think jobs is going to be what's the most important thing to everybody in this country over the course of the next 4 years. The conversation about debt, I guarantee you, I will come back here every week and we will talk about it every week until we make a decision about it. There's going to be a lot of conversation about debt.